I see.
There we go.
In my absence, we're just as prepared for the show as not.
Yeah, we do this every week, and yet it goes wrong every week.
Every week, I know. All right, it's September 7th, 2014, and this time I think you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games.
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 441 of Mods on Air, bringing you the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I'm Foilman, and also on the show today we have with us Strider's back. Hello, Strider.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. And we also have with us Ham. Hello, Ham.
Hey guys.
Just a little groggy, right? And Breezy is with us. Hello, Breezy.
Hello.
Almost in high def. So we got some topics to bring about to talk about the week in gaming news, and I think we have some okay topics. I don't know if it's going to get to the point that we're going to start getting irate and screaming profanity, so I'm gonna give this a rated
don't need topics
M for mature, rated T for teen, because I don't think we're going to have as much profanity and disgusting adult topics that would be as
P
offensive.
for preteen.
Fuck that shit.
Okay, there you go.
Anyway, so
All right.
I have a question before we start.
Oh man,
What the fuck happened to Gauntlet? I thought it was supposed to be out.
It was supposed to be out on the 3rd, and I don't know how it changed or when it changed, but suddenly it's out on the 20-something.
23rd. Fuckers.
Wow.
Yep.
Did they have to fix something? Did
Either
it
that
break
or the
something?
calendar was wrong, or I don't know. I didn't see any news as far as it being changed. I just know that when I went to download it on last Wednesday, it
3rd?
wasn't there. And I'm like, what's going on? I look it up and it's on the 20-something?
I mean,
Alright.
I thought it was odd that it was coming out on the 3rd, because that's not normally a day where games are released. But by the same token, I'm fucking sad. I actually had played a little bit of hooky on the 3rd. I was gonna play the game. No Gauntlet for you.
Now you gotta come up with yet another excuse for the next time.
Yeah. Gonna work twice as hard.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Nope.
What else is coming out anyways?
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
After a
Just
quick
shoot yourself
Google
in the head.
search, it does say that it was pushed back to fine-tune Gauntlet's multiplayer
Thank
mode.
you.
Fine.
I couldn't find that info. What do we have coming out? We have. I'm trying to come up with a title worth speaking. I mean,
Shit.
would you say Wasteland 2?
No.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's 23rd. Never mind. There's Gauntlet. It comes out the same day as FIFA 15. So you'll never hear about it in the news. Shadowrun is coming out next week. That's it this month.
If you got a Founders Pack, Archage is out in 5 days.
Which also the public beta, I think it's called, is out right now. Is that right?
Yeah, the open beta is live at the moment.
Oh, great. Then I will download it.
Continue to not download that.
You're just scared you'll get sucked in like Guild Wars again.
No.
It'll be the Guild Wars 2 all over again. Hey, where's Strider? Oh, he's playing Guild Wars.
Let's see if I can pop open a video of this game. These are all cutscenes.
Seeing a lot of PlayStation whoring out Destiny. On
It comes out on Tuesday, I think.
yeah.
Officially.
Oh, so Arcade, everybody gets a mount, right?
Yeah,
Start.
level 5 or something, you get a mount.
So it's the same as Star Wars.
It's one of the first things you do.
The other game that I had been playing also did that. I can't remember what it's called anymore.
It's because no one can be asked to not have a mount because you have to run everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting creatures, I guess, that you could turn yourself into.
It's still
It's Korean, so
it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's nothing but a grind. Why are we grinding? So that we can grind some more. Don't ask questions. That's what it is you grind so it takes people's minds off the fact that they're living in a fucking communist state over there. No, I will not be playing this. So if you guys want to play it, feel free to download it and waste your lives. But I'm not going to start playing a game again where it's a grind just to be a grind.
But if you're tempted, you can find out what it's about for free right now.
Yeah, well,
Indeed.
And start grinding.
Exactly.
Grind is strong.
Okay.
I'll grind and roll it up and smoke it.
All right, into some of the other topics. There's a lot of news going on regarding hardware this week. I don't know what happened to PAX news. Either that or just nothing happened at PAX. Every bit of PAX news. That's what you think?
That's what I think happened. There was nothing. There wasn't even streams this time of PAX news.
The only thing I saw were lots and lots of pictures of people dressing up, cosplay.
Which is cool. I didn't mind that about PAX at all.
Yeah, but it wasn't the reason I went.
No.
Kind of expect some news.
It was like interesting commercials between what we were really there to see. And if all there is interesting commercials and there's no reason to be there other than that, that sounds like an Activision plot for the next Call of Duty game.
Turns out it actually is the case. You just spoil it for everyone.
What? Here's one that I didn't expect. I'm quickly reviewing just to make sure that I didn't miss something. There was a Kickstarter arcade at PAX. So I guess they set up a whole section of the floor just for Kickstarters.
Oh, good.
Joy.
Just leave your money here and...
Yeah.
And
Please put
That's it.
quarters in. It's
Yeah.
the same as Kickstarter, except now you're giving us real money.
Yep, there's no...
And we
You won't get a
won't deliver.
receipt because you don't need one.
What's this Kickstarter for? Well, this one's called the Line Ride. And essentially, you stand in line. When you get to the end, you pay us. And thanks for coming on the Line Ride.
It's a pay-to-play, yeah.
this one's called Infinite Delay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Oh,
give
well.
us the money now. And we'll go back to you in
So-
6 to 18 months.
So those of you who didn't go to PAX this year hopefully are a little less sad because you missed nothing.
Well, I was still sad
Yeah.
because I missed the drinking.
The drinking and the walking up hills.
The hills I could do without. You know what? I missed that grilled cheese sandwich was fantastic, and
Yeah.
that soup was pretty good too. That tomato soup.
Mm-hmm. The market is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Pike Street Market. Next year, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Even the wife was sad. She's like, I need to shop for some clothes.
Oh,
what am I
jeez.
gonna do?
It's either going to be PAX or Jamaica or something like that. I don't know. Somebody out there come up with
Yeah.
something.
Why
That's
not
what we
PAX
need.
in Jamaica?
That's what we need.
That's what we need. I know.
I would not be going to PAX though. I would just be going to Jamaica, because the last thing you want to do in Jamaica is stand indoors with like 100,000 other people. Because it is fucking hot there.
All right. So Xbox One had its launch in Japan, and
Wow.
here's a picture of it, of everyone
Is
waiting in
Xbox
line. There is no one waiting in line.
Supplies.
I did find a picture.
Pants Ninja.
Yep, I did find a picture of somebody smiling, holding a big Xbox, saying, "Look, I got one, yay!" And turns out that was actually the owner of the store.
Oh god. There's literally no people in these pictures. I'm loving it.
No, there's none. That's
Like, no
Xbox
fucks
in Japan.
are given in these pictures.
Mm.
Well, I guess they'll do well there.
They're all ninjas,
Yeah.
so they're they're hiding in the ceiling.
They're hiding behind the cones.
On the other hand,
What they didn't tell you is you can get the console, but you can't get any games.
Yeah. Well, that's why no one's buying it. They're waiting until a game is released.
Yeah. You get the game bundle.
Well, you got the other hand going on right now.
Bundle. All the Xbox One games in one bundle.
Yes.
On one disc.
How many is there?
Deal.
One.
That's
In a
Pong.
bundle. We use the word bundle because it sounds like more.
Yeah. You can get the multi-game bundle, but it's just the same game, but twice.
So you and your friends can play. We should be in marketing. Really, we should.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll sell nothing. We'll drive everyone away.
Hey, we
Okay.
tell it like it is.
We do.
We know all the
Those
buzzwords.
favors.
So, so on the other hand, you've got instead of nobody lining up, you've got people lining up way in advance, more than a week in advance of the announcement for the iPhone.
The iPhone.
Yeah, people are. There's going to be the announcement of the next iPhone on. I guess it's going to be when?
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Fuck is that?
More than a week in advance, people started lining up to buy it, which they don't even know if it's going to be for sale yet.
See, it's
Just
these
assume.
people that
Ridiculous.
just need to die. They need to freeze and die.
Freeze and die.
Freeze and die.
Freeze out in the cold, and then people just come by and pickpocket them.
Yeah, for all their dollars that they're planning on spending on Apple stuff.
That's ridiculous.
They're probably too
It
hipster
is.
to have money.
So I don't know exactly what they're going to announce, but I know I need to buy it.
Right. It's
So I'm
assumed
gonna
to
stand
be.
in line now.
It's assumed to be that they're going to announce 2 phones and 2
reminds
watches.
me of that advertisement, that the fake advertisement that was on the Onion for people lining up to buy the next biggest piece of shit that they don't know what the fuck it's for from Sony.
It's
Do you
just
got that
crazy
clip
that people
still?
actually do this.
I don't have that clip, no. Yeah, people. I guess.
It's madness.
Oh, I guess that must be where everybody from the Xbox One line is at.
Right in the Apple line.
Yeah.
Perhaps they'll get lines in China after the announcement that big players are lining up in China for interest in the OUYA.
Who are these big
Is that
players?
like what, oil companies? Big players?
I don't know what the big players are. You want me to download a video right now? You want that Onion video, huh?
Oh, I gave it to you.
How do I get to it?
You click on it and it'll open up.
Yeah, but how do I download it?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Me either.
Let me see if I can find it on YouTube.
Gotta think of everything around here. Jeez.
Yeah, Jesus. I just got here.
I'm in the middle of a show, guys. I don't know if you noticed that.
Like that ever stopped you from...
This guy, just excuses.
Well, they're talking about expansions in OUYA. We're talking about OUYA here. They're calling this article calls it a Kickstarter sensation. I guess so. I don't know. It actually made enough money to launch, unlike other products.
It's actually in stores. I've actually seen them in stores,
It's true.
All right, that's a Kickstarter success, I guess.
hidden on a back shelf where no one can see them.
Success. There's such a thing as a fucking idiot occurrence.
Well, there's lots of success stories from people who set up Kickstarters.
Oh, they're all loving it in Jamaica with all that money.
There you go. This one's on YouTube. See what I do for you?
Yeah.
What do you do for me? Nothing.
Don't you nothing me.
All right, now this is a video of what? This is a video of Sony releases something. Okay.
Oh, that music. I'm buying it right now.
Today to be the first to purchase Sony's brand new stupid piece of shit that doesn't do the goddamn thing it's fucking supposed to. Onion News Network Tech Trends reporter Jeff Tate has more.
Thanks, Brandon. It's being called the biggest fucking waste of your hard-earned money to come along in years. Sony's new stupid box thing hit the shelves at crowded malls and overpriced electronics stores around the country today.
It's got a whole bunch more memory and megapixels and whatnot than any of the other TV shit that I already have. I can't wait to get home and spend my whole fucking night trying to figure the goddamn thing out.
If you can somehow claw and bite your way through the impossible to open packaging, this stupid piece of shit offers a wide variety of frustrating as hell functions, including flashing random fucking words and numbers on its display screen, not coming with the fucking little doohickey thing it's supposed to, and being goddamned ass backward as fuck. Sony spokesman Alan Compton said the company designed this sucking fucking goddamn thing to make everyone in the modern home want to tear their fucking eyeballs out.
We listened hard to what our customers said they wanted the most out of their own home entertainment system, and then we pumped out this impossible-to-use fucking piece of shit.
Anyone mystified by the device's numerous extraneous features can scroll through the interactive help menu, a labyrinthine maze of indecipherable topics of use to fucking no one.
We want people to be screaming in unison from houses across the country. Work, work, you cocksucking piece of shit. What is wrong with you? Why can't you work like a normal machine?
With a $100 million nationwide campaign to plaster irritating-ass advertisements for the retarded hunk of garbage every single goddamn place you look, Sony is expecting it to become the next fucking gizmo you absolutely have to fucking own if you don't want to feel like a toothless hillbilly living in some hillbilly shack somewhere.
I love bullshit like this. Basically, I'll buy any goddamn thing that I see in an ad.
The fucking piece of shit is available now. So run out and pick one up and invite all of your friends over to see if any of them can figure out this motherfucking time vampire. Unless one of them is a rocket scientist, Sony pretty much guarantees they'll have no chance. For the Onion News Network, I'm Jeff Tate.
Thanks, Jeff. Sony says they plan to release an upgraded 800-gigabyte version of this piece of shit by the end of the year, just when you figured out the goddamn remote control for this one. It never ends, this shit.
There you have it.
You could insert any technical or piece of technology there, from iPhone to Samsung, whatever their phone is, to the Surface, to the Sony thing, to the Microsoft thing.
That thing, and the other things.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we get to the point where they're in line for one phone and then the next phone has been announced as they're in line, trying to get the existing phone.
Trying to move them over to the other line.
No, I reckon what they should do is just wait until the line is completely died down. Everyone's got their new phone. That's when you tell everyone there's also a different model. Much better model that you can buy.
Well, iPhone is supposedly going to do that. They're supposed to come out with two models, and they're going to come out with the one model now, in theory. This is all rumor. And then later, like in January, they're going to come out with the second model.
But don't they always do that? Don't they always do like the 4 and then the 4S?
Yes, but they usually wait a year, at least. Now they're going to release it like just a couple months.
Yeah, because they've already got the iPhone 6 planned.
Of course,
You can
it's
have
exactly the same as your iPhone 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but a little bit smaller, so that you have to
now it
redo
comes
all
in
your
different
programs. You have to redo all your programs because your screen resolution will be different.
Oh. They're going to make the screen 1 inch by 1 inch, but it's going to be 4K.
Yeah, and you'll be able to wear it on your wrist.
Yes, and it only tells time.
And the first screen is going to have a mandatory icon that you can't move.
Big fucking apple.
Because it's important. Stupid news stand. All right. Apparently, the original Windows error message wasn't clear enough. So, Ballmer himself took it upon himself to write this message. And now we have the blue screen of death that we know. Thanks to Ballmer.
Is there anything he can't do?
Well, I don't know. Now he owns a basketball team?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, between him and
life lesson for you.
Yeah, him and Paul Stanley from Kiss, I don't know what we would do with this in this world without those two. They've done everything for us and been everywhere for us.
I don't have the patience to find out what this new TV series is that these Kiss guys are doing.
Well,
have you seen this?
Well, that's the one about their football team, isn't it?
Yeah, like LA football team.
Yeah. Stadium soccer.
On The upside of these blue screens is they do actually tell you what's wrong, unlike the Windows 8 blue screens that just says, "Oh, I'm sorry, something went wrong."
Yeah, smiley face.
Unhappy face.
Unhappy face.
They don't tell you what's wrong. They just give you some numbers and letters to look at.
The kernel that crashed, and then you have to,
Yeah.
you have to Google it because fuck, you wouldn't use Bing to find out what the fuck.
At least you can get some idea from them. I'll take them over fucking unhappy face. Unhappy face just makes me want to punch the fucking face.
Think of all the monitors they'd sell.
Yeah. True that.
Okay, so Destiny, the game being made by the people who originally made Halo, has decided to help promote this thing. What they're going to do is they're going to put the game on all the planets inside of Google Street View.
Yay, gimmicky shit. Love it.
This is the one that's PlayStation exclusive, right?
Timed exclusive, isn't it?
Yeah. And Microsoft released a fake
centuries from now.
a fake perfume called Destiny so that people would start thinking that it was available on.
What?
Yeah, not making this shit up.
Explore the future.
What the fuck is that? It's a ghost.
Hello.
Yes.
God. He's only half an hour late.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
I like to make an entrance.
Let's see what else you can find.
Just in time for your favorite game, Destiny.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Everything I've seen of people's reviews on it say it's like laggy and the netcode shit.
Well, they're bombarding the hell out of TV adverts with it.
Yeah, but it's not gameplay adverts. There's like loads of live trailers and stuff over here, but nothing of the actual game.
Well, they don't want you to see what it's actually like. Then you won't buy it.
I
It's
realize it's exactly like Halo.
It's Halo.
Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. You could be looking.
Retort for the chat window there, Welsh?
I'm not in there yet.
Oh, that'll do it.
We could all be looking forward to buying the upgrade for Minecraft.
What?
Yeah, there's apparently
the high def version.
$5 they want for you to upgrade your version of Minecraft for Xbox. I don't know if it costs the same or $5 also on PlayStation.
It's fucking Minecraft.
That's Minecraft.
Does this come hand in hand with the Doctor Who expansion we saw last week?
It must.
There you go.
Surely.
Actually, no, it couldn't. That'd be too beneficent of them. They can't have that under their belt, so they'll charge you.
Oh, this is to upgrade if you've got it on 360, you can then get it on Xbox One.
Oh, is that?
That's what this is.
Everybody's still saying
Minecraft hits Xbox One this Friday, and an upgrade only costs £5
instead of 20.
That's great. Or instead of free.
Yeah.
Like
Instead of being able to play a game that you already own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not backwards compatible. We had to rewrite the whole thing.
It's because of those graphical upgrades, isn't it?
Fuck.
Look, we're going to do you a favor.
People wonder why. Why does everybody hate us, says the CEO of Microsoft. What are we doing wrong?
So you already bought this game? All right. Here's the deal. I'll cut you $5. I'll let you buy it again.
Yeah. Shit! I'm saving 75%. I gotta do that. Here's my wallet. Maybe I should buy 2 at that price.
You can upgrade your PC all day long and not have to rebuy the game.
Well, thank goodness Microsoft isn't in charge of that, because you'd have to buy your library all over again for any upgrade.
Then you'll just be, was it Metro? Just done like the 2 games back out?
Oh,
the
yeah, like
Redux
Redux. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so pointless.
Buy the same games, just a little bit better graphics.
I don't get that.
I'm not even gonna approach it. We're moving on to how they're
Think about it. It'll sink in later.
So she had her finger up your ass?
There we go.
So
Oh, this one's out for
My work here is done.
all right, so we've got some promotion going on with Samsung's Galaxy Note and the idea that it can do VR through a headset, originally 3D printed, and soon you'll be able to go to the store and buy this headset that you can plug your Samsung Galaxy Note into. And one of the things that you can play on this is the Temple Run from a first-person perspective, which somebody got to check out, probably over at PAX or something like that. They were fooling around with it. And yeah, that's the kind of thing that you can look forward to in your virtual reality. But I guess also the story is the Samsung the fact that this is going with the Samsung Galaxy Note and other Samsung phones is because of Carmack. This is just another take on the Oculus. Samsung got in bed and said, "Come on, Carmack." And Carmack said, "Okay, well, I'm going to try and figure it out." And there's actually some interesting stories if you like a lot of technobabble and stuff on how much effort he had to go through to prove to Samsung that, listen, I need real access to your phone, and I can make something that you'll be proud of. And after months of programming and trying to get on their good side, they finally realized, hey, he actually knows what he's doing.
At first, I just thought we were just paying him for the name.
And again, it's like there's just no real use for this. People are still just like, oh, let's put phone games on. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. It's a technology that doesn't have a use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I do believe it's a stepping stone for something that's cooler that we're going to get. But
VR porn.
Coming soon.
We all know that's how things take off. Put it in porn, and it'll take off.
Literally, or
well,
probably.
Why not both, literally and figuratively?
Yeah. Well, you know, that idea brings up the other interesting point that I came up with, and I don't know how long this is going to take to download because I didn't pre-download it. All right. Anyway, there is there's an interesting video over regarding Google Glass and how much it really sucks. If you've ever watched Geek TV, there is a program with Callie Lewis and some other guy. I don't remember his name because he joined the team like halfway through, and they do a lot of tech reviews, most of which I find a little hard to get through. But this is the one product that he's decided that he's going to talk against. He's a brutal review of Google Glass and how nobody should be buying it.
But
again, it's useless technology.
Mm-hmm. He did. He bought one $2,000 later, and he says it's the worst thing he's ever bought. All right. Looks like that video is like never going to finish downloading.
I need my Google Glass so I can stare at my Google Watch. And
that can be linked up to my like Google TV.
And tablet. Don't forget your tablet.
And then that's hooked up to my Google tablet, and then I can watch nothing on all of them because there's nothing to watch.
Well, some of the things he points out is that the battery life is 45 minutes.
Oh God.
And if you ever, and it crashes often where things freeze up, so the way to fix it is to reboot it. And it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to reboot. So that's 15 minutes of your 45-minute time. There's also no actual power switch, so you can't turn it off. So if you like charge it all the way up and then try and bring it with you to a show or something like that, it's using the battery during that time. If you want to get the headphone part that goes in there because that bone conducting thing isn't working so well for you, it plugs into the only USB slot available, so you can't have that and a charger going at the same time. Also, the unit itself is mounted on glasses slightly crooked, so you'll never get a straight focused camera picture. Never. It's impossible unless you walk around like that. Side. crooked. Those are just some of the points that he brings up.
That's beautiful.
Does it shock me? Not at all.
And if you get the prescription version, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee when you get it. It takes 2 weeks to ship, and then you have to go to the doctor and get the prescription filled, and then send it to them, and then it takes them about 2 weeks to fill. So that by the time you get it on and put it on, the first time you actually wear it, it's already expired its warranty, so you can't send it back.
Oh, nice.
Well,
yeah. Speaking of hardware you don't need, the Oculus Rift is supposed to be priced exactly where we thought it was, somewhere between $200 and $400. I mean, come on, are you seriously? People had to take a guess at that? It's selling for $350 now as a developer version.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite interesting to see how many they actually sell.
There'll be the initial like,
high.
well, yeah, there'll be the initial like surge or whatever that people buy them like, oh yeah, it's finally out,
and then be like, oh
just,
yeah, I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, it just sits on your desk.
All those wonderful games I'm not playing.
A wonderful Temple Run.
On the Oculus, yeah, I know. Also, BioShock. BioShock came out for the iOS, and it is being reviewed as the worst game that's ever come out on the iOS.
Worst episode ever.
It's a first-person shooter, so it's bound not to work on a phone.
Well, there is it. The MC5, I think it's called, is a game that was put together by GameLoft, and that's being touted as an excellent, they say, first-person shooter.
Is it really an excellent first-person shooter?
It's pretty good.
The people who brought you a big bag of money.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to control, because how do you control a full FPS with your phone? You know, you need 2 joysticks and a button, and there's maybe 2 joysticks, but there's not 2 joysticks and a button on a phone for you to use.
And if you're like Strider, both your thumbs, or one of your thumbs, covers half the screen. So
right.
Good luck with that.
So you got the game of 2 thumbs.
I have large thumbs.
Some say freakishly large.
That's not Welshie. That's just a face painted on his thumb. All right.
Oddly enough, that's.
There's so many guys. So many disgusting jokes. Not gonna go there.
GameStop is getting ready for their expo that no one's allowed to go to unless you're one of those really annoying GameStop employees.
All GameStop employees.
But in order to make you feel like you can attend, Twitch is going to be streaming it.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure if I care, but
yeah.
There's nothing on this list that I care about.
Yeah, there's a whole list for Wednesday, and that's it. Wednesday, September 10th.
If you like games, you'll love this expo. Fuck off. But you can't come. Neener.
These expos are to teach the employees how to sell the games. That's what they are.
Yeah.
People in game shops don't sell games. They just go, what do you want? This one. All right, let me put that through the till.
Huh.
That's not what you... No, they say, that's not what you're getting. You're getting this. This is better.
I walk
I know
into
you
my
pre-ordered it
local...
and paid for it, but we gave your copy to somebody else along with the pre-order thing because, you know, you're a guy and she had boobs and girls never come into our store, so...
Oh, we actually have girls
That's
working
happened
in our
to me.
store. Shockingly.
That's crafty. That's a trap.
That's definitely a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah. I'm going to say that Strider, that comment that you made was probably a joke, but that's actually happened to me, so...
I know, that's why I did it. I getting your ire up, I could see you like, motherfucker, still reminding me.
Battlefield 2, the last time I ever went into GameStop.
And the last time I'll ever go into GameStop.
Yeah, I refuse. On principle.
I've been in one once, and I was like walking around sticking to the carpet, and it was just kind of like,
That was GameStop? You sure?
Yeah, there was like, it must have been really old one.
That wasn't the porn shop next door?
Yeah.
It was, I won't deny, I may have picked up the sticky from there.
Gross.
Yeah, what is with this episode? It's gotten the moment I showed up
until you turned up.
Yeah. Meet over 100 vendors at the GameStop Expo.
Yeah, no thanks.
No, I'm good. I'm totally okay with not being at that.
So it's a little bazaar, shopping bazaar.
Wait. I gotta go back. What did that say?
VIP something?
No. In the middle.
Oh. Celebrities?
Right after this, I
100
think.
vendors, meet celebrities,
No,
play
not that.
new games before
No.
anyone else, and more. In
This.
2013, it was ranked the 13th fastest growing expo. So
The 13th.
After 14 expos.
What were the first 12? Oh, I gotta know.
Jesus. It's those top 13 that
fastest
matter.
growing expo.
I didn't catch that until now.
Top 10 is far too hipster. It's all at the top 13 now.
2013 top fastest growing franchise. No. Ah, damn it.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for that. Maybe it'll be in the top 10.
I don't know what that is. Growing shows crush the fastest growing. The numbers are crunched. Is that it? Is that possibly it? Fastest 50 awards? Well, what's number 13? No. That was not them, so that can't be it.
Yeah, who's ranking it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're ranked 13th by their employees.
By their own employees. Oh, I can't find it.
All that's coming up is Global Gaming Expo Asia.
Yeah.
They've blatantly just taken that number out of thin air and gone, yeah, 13, that sounds...
Yeah, we can't say number
No
one.
one's going to challenge that.
Yeah, exactly. No one's going to Google that straight away. 13, let's check this out.
It's just too crazy. Oh, I'll have to do that on my own dime. All right. Okay, let's head over to Dell's booth here, and
we have to.
and talk about how they now have a 5K monitor.
Yay!
That beats your 4K monitor.
But Windows can't output 5K, can it? So that's...
Well, you know how it does it? It allows you to plug in 2 video cards into the same monitor and takes it and doubles it. That way.
Okay.
Hi, this is Gordon. I'm with Maximum PC.
And then here's a crappy YouTube video of that 5K monitor showing you in all its glory.
Yes.
Right. UP 2715.
Surely if you've got 2 cards, won't you have them joined to output as one anyway?
And you are looking at some stunning video that is actually not
so
even 5K
confused.
video, because I don't even know where you're getting 5K video from. This panel supports 1 billion colors, and to get to 5K, 1 DisplayPort isn't enough. Dell had to use 2 DisplayPort 1.2s just to hit 5K resolution. How much more pixels is it? 70% more than a single 4K panel. Let's look at a few more shots of this video as it comes up on the screen. It's hard to tell. I'm actually, another cool feature of this monitor is it has an anti-reflective coating, yet it's still actually crystal clear. So it sort of has no glare.
That's interesting.
Standard glossy panels that way.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I just saw that guy's reflection in the screen and he wasn't wearing a shirt. I'm not 100% sure. That's kind of what it looked like.
It makes me sad that I haven't even got a 144 Hz monitor yet. I'm way behind. If you got this 5K shit going on.
Well, yeah, but it's like I look at my monitor right now and go, I don't sit here and go, oh, I wish I had more pixels.
Breezy's sitting there getting a tan from his old CRT monitor.
Yeah, loving the CRT.
Radiation tan.
I have actually run into that situation where I thought I wish I had more pixels on a Mac. And the Mac has pretty high end. Because they keep making me build these games out for like the iPad Air, which is 2048 by 1536. Now how do I get that view on my monitor before I publish it out to the
so, yeah, but
device?
that's like that's a specific
Very specific, yes.
Like I don't have that problem. At no point am I going, oh, I wish I had like 1 billion more pixels so I can. Nope.
Well, one, I don't want to go to 4K because that means I have to run Windows 8.
And nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
That's not happening.
But I do want a 144 hertz monitor because I'm only running at 60 at the moment.
100 what? You want?
144.
3D capable.
144.
Yeah.
Do they work that way?
Yeah, you can get a 144 monitor.
Okay.
That's not a CRT?
No.
Can you imagine the size of that CRT monitor? 140. Fucking be like
you have to go out and buy another desk.
Yeah. He'd have to rent the apartment next to him just so he could knock a wall down and put the tubes through.
Go back to CRT and you won't have all this.
I'm just trying to find
Pixel
one
issue.
now that is that I can actually name that's 144 hertz. A lot of the BenQ ones are.
Okay, I thought they stopped at 120, but
Yeah, 100. Well, 240.
They're rated at 144.
okay. I would actually.
You actually get the one.
I think that's a Europe. Must be a European number.
Could be.
Okay. Moving on to this so-called open letter to the gaming community. People begging developers to start adding more things that are not. In other words, they're complaining that they're discriminating against genders, sexual orientations, ethnicities, and religions in games.
Oh, fuck off.
Here's an open letter for it. And my reply to that is,
fuck off.
The Spider-Man.
Because it should be.
The Spider-Man cover, the optional Spider-Man cover that just came out, and people are up in arms about because it looks like that they're drawing a Spider-Woman in this sexually provocative pose and manner. What's funny, though,
that's only Welsh at night.
Is this
following variant cover for its upcoming Spider-Woman comic book. Upon seeing it, the internet lost its collective mind. Elle Magazine's writer Megan Friedman said, "Imagine Spider-Man in that position instead, and the concept would have never gotten this far. And according to IO9, if it's inappropriate for a male character, it should also be inappropriate for a female character. Even Time Magazine weighed in on the controversy, saying a male hero would never be placed in the same physical position. Except he already has."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
Welcome to the best show in the universe. I'm Maddox.
Yes.
The cover of The Amazing Spider-Man number
issue
30 had the following cover on it in the exact same pose as the controversial Spider-Woman cover, except over a decade ago, and nobody cared or even noticed. Yet when Marvel Comics dares release a variant cover by famous Italian artist Milo Manera, people were tripping over themselves to be offended. Everyone from Time, The Guardian, and Slate to Daily Mail, Entertainment Weekly, and even E! covered the story. The reason? Well, according to Rob Bricken from IO9, even the dumbest, horniest teenage boy on the planet knows that there's no fabric on this earth that could possibly cling to Jessica Drew's individual buttocks like that. Yes, in a world where a woman is injected with radioactive spider blood and develops superhuman speed, agility, and stamina, the hardest thing to believe, apparently, is that no real fabric could possibly adhere to her contours like that, right, dipshit? Bricken goes on to criticize the cover, saying that she looks like she's wearing body paint, and that's a big no-no for an industry still trying to remember that women exist and perhaps read comics and also don't want to feel completely gross when they do so. First of all, when you assume that covers like this are made strictly for the benefit of teenage boys, you're being heterosexist. You're assuming that there are only straight comic book readers and that they are all either strictly male and heterosexual or female and heterosexual. For someone who's supposedly taking the moral high ground on criticizing an industry for forgetting women, you seem to have conveniently forgotten that lesbian and bisexual women exist, and that some of them may actually appreciate covers like this as well. Not that you need to have a particular sexual orientation to appreciate art, even if it is evocative. And as for the criticism that she looks like she's wearing body paint, the artist Milo Manera actually admitted to this, saying that many superheroes look like they're wearing body paint. Superman, for example, is naked and painted blue. Spider-Man is naked in red and blue, and Spider-Woman is painted red. He said that it's part of a trick that publishers use to create superhero forms nude. And he's right. Take a look at Spider-Woman's ass superimposed over Spider-Man's ass. They match up almost identically. It's just a stylistic choice that has long existed in the comic book industry.
Okay, we don't need to go on, but you get the idea. And that's what I say about the open letter to the gaming community.
That's why I said fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. don't know words for that.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, what can we be offended about this week?
Right, it's all about being offended.
Bitches love to be offended.
But to explore this this open letter a little bit more, they're also suggesting that people have to be more tolerant because there's too much hateful and harassing speech against developers as well as against other gamers. And that's what you get when you start going out into the internet where people think they're more anonymous. They're going to be asses.
Just full-on trolls.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, she's the worst.
Yeah.
I know, that's why he's always here, trolling us.
Yeah. You should hear him when he games. It's horrendous.
I troll in real life as well. That's how good I am.
Arrives late, leaves early.
Last in, first out.
All right. Good news, though, this week. Unreal has decided to allow their Unreal Engine 4 to be used in educational environments, schools, for free.
I now do not support them.
It makes sense. Does it make them the greatest humanitarian? No, because I think they've done this and so have others. But it's nice to know that there is the possibility for a decent education in game development.
Didn't Valve do this?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. And Valve, I think, even sent people over to the schools to help them.
Yeah, but the thing is, as well, is the game design courses are still not up to a useful standard. It's all like, oh, we're gonna make
No, they're not. Yeah.
Do 3D modeling for the next 8 months.
Well, it's not even that. Yeah, but you're right. There's like a number of months that they devote to modeling. Let's just gloss over the animation, and if it comes to actual video game implementation, there kind of is none.
Yeah, there's none of the actual theory behind design. It's all just kind of like, oh, let's do modeling, and then we'll do like animation a little bit, and then we'll do like.
This is how you make Call of Duty.
It's not even that. It's just literally like, there's no theory. There's no sitting down and taking things apart and saying, okay, well, designing levels.
This is why this is good game mechanics. This is good level design mechanics. Things like that.
Yeah, there's none of that. It's all just. So you get these people that graduate. I went to whatever to do game design. Okay.
But it's not just the course's fault, though. It's also the fault of the universities that are allowing these courses.
I would say it's the university's fault because they still don't
think it's a real profession.
Yeah, they don't. You know, it's still one of these classes that's like taught in the basement in the back, and it's like, oh yeah,
it is. It's like calling people that play video games athletes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly like that. Yeah.
That's why there's university courses out there using my books for teaching. It's because they don't support real education in the terms of making video games. It's not a profession. Most of the best developers out there really just learn on their own.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did something else completely different at university.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why we've got no good game developers because there's no modding.
That's why we have no good games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really, not allowed to mod.
And you don't bother going to university for it
because you get the shit that we've got now.
Yep.
That's only going to get worse as people grow up, look at games like Call of Duty, and then think that's how it should be done.
Yeah, this is
over and over and over and over.
I think they're going to just keep getting smaller and shorter, though. They're all going to become more and more these iPhone games because we've raised the generation.
Welsh.
Oh, no. That's enough for us as it is.
Well, we're raising a generation of people who want everything right now, and the only way to make a game that can be developed instantly is to make a small game that plays on your phone or something like that. And apparently that's what people want. And so it's just going to be an endless cycle until something breaks it. What's going to break it?
Though. That's what
this is what I don't understand. Is people say this is what they want.
Thinking they want because that's all that's available.
Maybe. I say that's what they want because that's what's selling.
They want.
But that's what's selling. That's the problem.
That's what's selling because that's what's out. That's the problem. Is no one's going to invest in a 3-year development cycle or a 5-year development cycle of a game anymore because they don't. People want it's been monetized to the point of ridiculousness, and so rather than spending like 60 or 70% of your budget on development of a game, companies are spending 60 to 70% of their development budget on fucking marketing the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are.
And maybe 20% on development, and the rest goes to like play testing and profiteering. I'm sorry, it's a sham. And so you get these little games pop out because they're easy, they're flash in the pan, and then fucking they're gonna get forgotten about, and people will have to buy something else. That's why we don't play games anymore, because there isn't anything to fucking play.
That is true. We never play games anymore. Gone are the days of us finishing the show and going to play games.
Yeah.
Breaking out the rum.
Yeah, fucking breaking out the rum.
This is what we've been driven to.
All right, moving on to what we have. We already talked about ArcAge. Thank you, Breezy. So we have The Sims 4. The Sims 4 apparently has a version of The Sims that is out there in the piracy websites that accidentally pixelates everything. I don't know if it's accidental. That's the question.
It's this whole article, and if you read more about this, the whole article is based on an incorrect assumption. It's blurred because the ts4.par file is trying to talk to the ts4.exe, but that's not running because of the crack. So if you change the name of the par file to the exe, it's gone.
Oh.
So,
all right.
Why does that person's house have no walls?
Yeah, originally it was thought that, hey, this is happening to stop piracy. It's not. It's just a side effect of what was happening. But yeah, you can see he's all blurred. But
right, there are some games out there that purposely change it if they can detect that they think it's been hacked.
Yes.
And in some cases they even let them keep playing. But they just let them know that we know you hacked, that you got a pirated version.
But in my experiences, those games seem to break, and then you did pay for it, but you're like stuck with the glitch anyway.
Yeah.
That's the problem with cheat protection and with piracy protection, is that software tends to punish everybody.
Yes, it does. But what do you do?
I remember playing Batman Arkham Asylum, I think it was. And they had a bit in that about 10 minutes in where if you pirated the game, you couldn't get over this like gap. You had to jump over it and glide over it. But if you pirated, it wouldn't let you. And that started happening to me. And I didn't know this, so I Googled it, and I'm like, read this thing about, this is, and if you pirated the game, that's what you'll get. And it's like, but I didn't. So what do I do now? And I believe they released a patch to patch that actual thing out completely.
Yeah. The funny thing is if you look, it's like, oh, piracy is such a big thing. People aren't losing money directly due to piracy. It's yes, you can say people that pirate games are taking money out of people's pockets, but if in my opinion, back in the beginning of the gaming days, piracy was not like, you look at when pre-Call of Duty. We'll set the bar right at Call of Duty, because that was when the game industry seemed to be really on an upswing. The video game industry, really on an upswing, and people were buying that game. They were modding that game. They were playing that game like constantly. And other video games as well. Like, it wasn't all just all about Call of Duty, but how many versions of that game got pirated versus how many got sold? And then what would happen is people would be like, you know what? I'm actually going to buy this game because I don't want a chance not being able to play it because I'm having fun. So it was like it was demoed itself. Yeah, you can. I'm not denying that people go out, pirate games, play it, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not buying that." Which if your game is shit, you kind of deserve that.
Right. You deserve people not buying it. Yep.
Yeah. Stop making games that are shit. People will pay for it. Yeah, you're always going to have that 1% that's going to pirate it just to say they did.
Well, even if you don't want to do that, lower your fucking prices.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Make it so that people are getting value for their dollar, not feeling like they're getting bent over for a fucking useless piece of shit.
I should not have to pay $70 or something for a video game. That for the standard edition as well. Like, I'm not even getting it yet. Like, no.
And then charge for DLC, like.
And I very much of the opinion lately that if it's on Steam, I shouldn't be paying the $70 that I'd pay for the box edition if it's a special edition. So like, if I'm going out and I'm buying like the pre-ordering the whatever, and I get like a statue and a book and a soundtrack, right? And I get those physically if I go to the store. But if I buy them on Steam, I get them digitally. I should not have to pay the extra. Like, it should be a product price drop because I'm not getting anything physical.
Yeah. Can you actually remember the days when you went into a store, bought a game, and you actually got the manual with it?
Yeah. That was awesome.
That was awesome. I used to love that.
You get the little book, and it's got the buttons in it, and there's like little stuff about the game, and
I've still got like the Metal Gear Solid 1 soundtrack and all from when I bought that game.
Was that the one that came with dog tags?
Yeah, it came with dog tags, and a T-shirt, and all sorts of crazy shit.
And I even remember like Final Fantasy games came with a book, and it had like the character bios in it. So like you could read it and learn about each of the characters before you played the game. Now you have to pay like $14.99 extra for that, and it's only all it is a PDF.
I would say I usually buy box copies of the game. I have a massive stack next to my monitor, but those days have gone. I don't need to do that shit anymore.
Yeah, I only buy a box copy now if, for some rare, weird reason, I can somehow get the box copy for less, which
it does happen quite a lot.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, like I purchased Battlefield 4 for like £8 because it was a box copy.
Months later.
Yeah, not too many months later.
No. Okay.
But yeah, that's the only time now. I used to buy the box copy because obviously the internet around here is shit. So it would take me like 10 days to download the game.
You know, I want to say that developers should be putting out more demos to fight piracy, but the demos is a great idea, but they don't fight piracy because piracy exists.
Well, it's not even that. If you put the mindset now is, we can't put out a demo because people will realize how shit our game is and they won't buy it.
No,
that's
the
a
idea
problem
now
too.
is they'll put out a demo, but they'll call it a beta.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. But then you have to pre-order to get that. So to me, that's not a demo at all. That's just something you pay for.
Correct.
It's like when you used to go out and buy a magazine. It used to have the demos on the
disc, right? Yeah. And you get like 15 demos on there, and you'd play them and go, "Well, yeah, this is pretty cool. I think I'll buy this when it comes out."
Yeah. That was a while ago, though.
They don't even do that. I don't even think they do that.
Wait, young.
That was only console, wasn't it? I don't remember that ever happening on PC.
That was only console, surely.
Yeah.
Ham remembers this on PC?
Yeah, PC Gamer Magazine would have demos.
I don't remember demos.
A majority of the games I got for Windows 95 and Windows 2000 were all because I got the magazine that came with disc that gave me demos for games.
You're so old.
I know. I can't believe you all remember this.
I don't remember.
God, how old do you think we are?
Okay, Elder Scrolls is online. Elder Scrolls Online is struggling, so they're having layoffs now.
Not a shock at all, really, is it?
No, it's not.
Pretty sure we could have told them that. What was it? PAX last year?
Yeah. Didn't we tell them?
Yeah,
I think we might have.
We actually did tell them.
Yeah.
To their
What do you
face.
reckon? Give it another month and it'll go free to play? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it won't be long. I don't know.
The end is near.
I'll have a go at it
if it goes
completely free to play.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
From what I've seen, I don't think I will. Because everything I've seen is people just saying this game is horrendous.
Not as good.
Actually, also, isn't it like 20 gig download or something stupid?
It's not horrendous. It's just not as good. So why do you want to pay a subscription for something that's not as good as the previous?
Well,
And it's something that no one wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
People
Why would he
wanted
want it?
People wanted Elder Scrolls co-op.
Exactly.
Yes, you're right.
That's what they wanted, and that's not what this is.
April 4th of this year is when it came out. So we're approaching that 6 month mark.
Yeah, it'll be hitting free to play soon, I reckon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another month or two.
I should be a financial analyst for games the way I can.
Called it.
Well, because the hilarious thing is Strider actually, while me and Farrell were playing it, Strider went off and talked directly to, I don't know who you were talking to.
Their marketing guy.
Yeah, like, and you just like, and you listed out these things of like, so what are you gonna do about this, and what are you gonna do about this, and how are you gonna avoid this, and he gave you answers, and now, oh look.
Yeah, didn't follow through, and didn't follow through. And what happened? Fail. It's okay.
Honestly, I feel sorry for the people that like actually work at the studio that are actually working on this, and now they're getting like laid off because their marketing department made terrible decisions.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I feel sorry for them. That's
I don't know that
the
it's
job.
marketing. Yeah, I don't know if it's their marketing department or if it's their
whoever.
Just the CEO or whatever that decided they were going to set this price point because they're like, yeah, we could do that. Shareholders line our pockets. People will love it. People will buy anything. Have you seen Kickstarter?
The problem with all these MMOs is World of Warcraft is still the benchmark for them, isn't it? Everyone looks at that to try to beat it.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be the benchmark one anymore. It's such an old model.
But the thing is and that's the problem, is World of Warcraft, that was the days of that subscription model working. It doesn't anymore.
I think the reason it so does well is because it's sort of a legacy product that people have already invested in, so they're going to continue to invest in it.
Yeah.
But
they've got a new expansion coming out soon, don't they, as well?
I think so.
And that's, of course, to keep people who are already into it to stay.
And the people that played it
active.
before are now coming back because actually, funny enough, I work with a guy who's like he's jumped back in because the new expansion's coming out. He's like, I'm gonna level up to maximum before it comes out, so I'm ready to play when it.
And when they add another 10 levels.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's what happens. Oh, with this expansion, we add another 10 levels to the cap. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess if you look at their subscriber rates, if there's some sort of graph, I'm sure every time there's an expansion, it ticks upwards greatly, and then sort of slowly declines, or maybe rapidly declines, back to lower than the subscription rate was before. It's on its way out slowly.
It's a shame you can't look up those stats on these kind of games. You can look it up on mobile games, but you can't look it up on PC and console games as easily that I know of.
What's funny is because I have, what is it, Diablo 3. I got an email last week or something going, here's your free copy of World of Warcraft. You can play, 30 days free play. And I was just like, so it's not a free copy at all then.
So here's your bit of candy to get you hooked.
Yeah, here's the bit of coke, and I was sort of looking at it.
Candy now, now Welshie's all about coke.
Yeah,
Vancouver's changed you, man.
It's a slippery slope. It's a gateway drug.
I was wondering how he maintained that scrawny appearance. Apparently, he's fucking living the coke diet.
Riding the pony. All right.
No excuse for being late because you're always up. Just wigging.
I haven't slept for 3 years. What are you talking about?
All right, one more actual game that was announced at PAX. Probably the only one.
Why is this
Firewatch?
First we're hearing about it?
Firewatch. Basically, you're on watch make sure the fire doesn't break out, and then.
Seriously.
Nice.
Really?
Standing on top of a tower, watching for lightning strikes and careless campers.
Yeah. Here it is. Here's the excitement.
It is.
The wind's picking up.
So what the hell happened last?
Do you have anything you need to report?
No. No smoke on my end.
Can you confirm?
Yes.
From what?
Who the fuck talks like this?
It's really dramatic.
Rangers.
Fire?
Jeez.
Fire Rangers.
Wasn't. Should I be?
Well, the wind
you
is
report?
really picking up.
What happened last night?
It's 2.5 miles off.
Yes.
And it's gonna have to break in the canyon, right?
All right. Well, use your best judgment.
Uh-oh.
Should I be worried?
See, I'd be burning all the shit down.
Yeah.
Delilah, should I be worried?
Yeah, it really is. It's horrendous.
No, Henry.
So,
Oh no. Do I actually have to type letters?
Talk about it, please.
Oh,
Stop.
no.
I don't give a shit.
Please.
Fine. I don't think we're safe. This job is not safe.
Don't be dramatic.
Do people die out here?
People die getting out of the
Bear shit
shower.
in the woods?
You know what I mean? As a lookout.
He typed that.
Why are we even here?
To make sure the damn wilderness doesn't burn down.
No. Our job is to be here when that happens.
I wonder why in video games
Henry,
people
there
have
are
to run
some
like
things
this.
you can't prevent.
Yeah, like with their arms.
Stay in your tower, okay?
That's how I learned to run.
Stay in there
That's how.
and watch.
Doesn't everybody run that way?
Does that mean we can have a generation of kids that run like that? Because that's so late. They
Gotta get those arms pumping.
If you don't see them in front of your field of vision, you're not doing it
Yeah,
right.
you're not running.
Proper running technique.
This looks horrendous.
So this
You've
game,
ruined my life.
the first that we actually sort of saw was at PAX, but it was announced beforehand. The developers are sort of the super group of developers from well-known indie developers. And
A super group of indie developers, okay.
Yeah, super group of indie developers.
Here to save the planet from the evil forces of Activision.
And there's some people from the only group I can think of, or the only company I can think of right now is Telltale. And the reason that sticks out is because when I've seen the gameplay demos of this, it basically seems like The Walking Dead, except it's first person.
Without zombies.
Without zombies, and it's first person. So you're given choices. At certain points, you're given choices of what your response is going to be, and it's under a timer, and based on what you do or what you say in response to what you're given, and to the prompt you're given, it changes the narrative slightly. And that's what I've seen being demoed. You walk around, you occasionally respond on to a walkie-talkie, and you're told to go places.
Let's go to hell.
That's just what I've been looking for in a game.
Yeah.
And there's a mystery to be solved, of course.
Open world,
Open
world on rail, not shooter, walker rounder.
Right. Might as well just be a browser game. If you just have to answer true or false as you go along.
Yeah, and I mean, I enjoyed The Walking Dead, but that's part of it is not having to sit in a watchtower.
Because we were walking.
Okay.
The pedigree behind it seems to be good, but it looks.
Wonder if this game's going to make it to esports.
Surely.
Get your jerseys now.
Competitive question and answer. All right. Anybody else? Topics, because we have hit our end.
Just that on
Of course.
September. Hey, I heard that. It's important because you didn't cover it. I don't think you covered it.
You're like the kid in class. It's like,
I
so
think-
any questions? And everybody just wants to leave. And you're like, well, actually,
I'm just saying. At the end of this month, towards the end of this month, Microsoft is supposed to have a presentation about the next successor to Windows 8.
Oh God.
So
It's going to be Windows 7.1.
That's what they've called it.
So they're gonna go like completely in the opposite direction and overcompensate, and the start button on it is gonna be this big, and it's gonna
The
take
whole
up half the
screen is just going to be a start button. That's all you can press.
Yeah, there. You asked for your start button. Now you got it.
But now there's
Yeah, we're
no
getting rid of
file
the keyboard.
browser.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Doesn't come.
Going back to MS-DOS.
No, it's going to be exclusively touchscreen. So there's no support for mouse or keyboard.
Actually, it comes with a new monitor, and what you do is you put your face in the monitor, right? And put your hands behind it, and that's how you select your icons.
Pull on little strings.
Yes. It's a monitor worked by levers and pulleys.
Or is that just so they can get you over in like a bending position, ready for
ready for your microtransactions?
Again.
There's a fucking good. There's a good joke to be made there.
Oh no, I was implying
if you took the airplane crash procedure thing and kind of turned that in. Anyways,
there's a sketch in it for like you could do like a preparing for the new Windows video or something.
Yeah,
and it's along that lines. Yeah.
In the event of a blue screen, a mask will drop from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Remember to secure your own mask and fix your own blue screen before helping others.
Oh, that's me fucked then. That's how I make my living, man.
All right. I'm going to wrap it up. And I want to thank our host for taking the time out of the chat. Welshie, thank you for showing up.
Barely. Half an hour late.
Still, it's appreciated.
Nice.
Yeah. Strider, thank you very much for joining us today.
It's always an adventure.
It's something. Ham, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, DLC.
Breezy, thank you for joining us.
No problem. You can have me next week for a discounted rate of $9.95.
Yeah, because we own other versions of him.
Breezy sale.
Breezy sale.
If you don't pay the $9.95, you get a Breezy Lite version. With lower res textures.
And it doesn't work.
You get no voice pack and no high res textures.
I guess I gotta get the Breezy of the Year edition.
Breezy of the
that's
Year.
A fine edition.
And you just wait a year.
Wait till it's in the bin.
Steam sale.
All right.
Does the complete edition come with like platform shoes so we can get a taller Breezy?
We need to get
It's
the
different platforms.
They come in different editions. You get the Breezy Rum edition, the Breezy Tequila edition.
Ooh, Tequila edition.
So stay tuned next week to find out which edition is available in your area.
Breezy, the drunken angry edition.
Conditions may apply.
Fucking language pack I'd get would probably only be in Russian.
Fantasy edition. That's a good edition.
All right,
Breezy the Barbie Horse edition.
Yes.
We will be back.
We want the Breezy Unicorn edition. Just me with a Stella bottle on my head, Les.
Passed out, or as someone's glued it to him as he's passed out.
Okay, I'm playing the closer. That's the hook that brings it all in. We'll be back next week. We'll see you, everyone. Play some games, have some fun. Don't buy into Kickstarter.
Never buy into Kickstarter.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next week when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@modsonair.com. And please consider subscribing to modsonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners. So you know how much we love Fox News and how much we believe in everything they say. Well,
yes.
Here is something for you believers.
Fellas, listen up. A new study says it's actually healthy to stare at a woman's breasts.
Of course it is.
Study.
In that case, I'm the healthiest guy in the year.
Looking at a woman's breast for 5 years. The others were
It's not healthy if they catch you doing it.
Well, the study found out that the men who stared at breasts more often
That's
had
dangerous.
lower rates of heart problems, a lower resting heart rate, and lower blood pressure. The authors of the study recommend that men stare at breasts for 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes a day, everyone.
10 minutes a day.
10 minutes a day?
Does that mean
past breakfast?
Does that mean because it's like an official medical study or whatever, I can actually go to work and say that I need to
get out.
Oh, you need your breast breaks.
Yeah. It reminds me of the thing somebody in a university tried to do a study about I can't remember specifically what it was, but it's the effects of men's attitude towards sex based on what they'd seen in porn versus what men that hadn't watched porn. And they had to give up the study because they couldn't actually find any men that hadn't watched porn. I forget what university that was.
10 minutes a day. What is that bullshit? 10 minutes a day.
That's hardly enough.
That's accidental knock-in. I don't even have to try to get 10 minutes a day.
This room was like, I bet we could show stock footage of breast. I bet we could get away with this.
I'll give you $50 if you can get stock footage of breasts on the news. All right, done.
You make up a story.
Good old
I
Fox.
often have staring contests with breasts.
Yes.
Never lost yet. Okay, everyone, have a great week. We'll see you.
Stare at breast.
Bye.
It's for your health.
It's for your health.